It's kind of crazy to believe that we're here, but it is time for the final episode of The Save. Other than there being a wrap-up episode after this, obviously. But the final proper episode of The Save with this gameplay. The task is simple. Win one game. That's all we need to do. Win one game. And we're Serie A champions. Hello there and welcome to episode 7 of season 5, the final season of Let's Go Parma, and what is in effect the final normal episode. The last episode will be a wrap-up episode. We'll do a season review, we'll do a series review as well, but this is the final one. And as I mentioned in the intro, it's pretty clear what we need to do. Win one game. Parma are Serie A champions for the first time in their history. That blows my mind just a little bit. So we're just going to go for it today. There is the table. I know you guys saw it in the last episode. We haven't played any more games because there are no more games to play. It is literally the last 4 games. As such, we're going to just go to the end now. We're going to play as many games as we need to on camera to win the title. If we win the game with games to spare, then we'll just show you brief highlights of those other games. Maybe the goals, maybe just the end of the games, just to see what the results are. But the focus is on getting that win. Now, the thing is as well, it's not just about us. AC Milan play Juventus on this day. They play later in the day. So we could win the title before they even play. If we lose, it's a nervous wait to see how Juventus, who are currently 4th, it's a nervous wait to see how they do against AC Milan. So we will do what we will do. But here we go. We win, and then there it is in plain writing. Our task remains simple. If we win our match against Roma, we will be crowned champions. It's as simple as that. And that is what we are hoping is going to happen. And this is the 11 we're hoping is going to be able to do it for us. It is Dragowski in goal, Soppi, Mukiele, Thiet and Cambiasso in defence, Monchu, Castrovilli and Karabek in the midfield, with Bargi, Johannesson and Esposito up front. Esposito, by the way, who, I don't know why that's done that, is wanted by Real Madrid, which is kind of awesome. I mean, he scored 35 goals in this season. I'm not surprised Madrid are looking at him. It's our strongest 11. Hopefully it will get the job done against Roma. There's only one way to find out. Let's just dive in, shall we? And let's just see whether the Serie A title is in the cards. We have got the best chance we could ever have. If we don't get it from here, I'm a terrible manager. Some people might say that I am anyway, but we've got the best chance possible. If we screw this up, it just was not meant to be. So, fingers crossed. Let's go. I do not know how I feel about this. Also, I feel like it's worth pointing out, I'm recording this at 1 o'clock in the morning purely because I've got home from work and it's going to sound really sad. I can't wait. I genuinely can't wait. I feel like a kid at Christmas. It's technically past midnight. That means it's Christmas Day. I genuinely just want to get this season done and out of the way because I'm so nervous, because we should not be worried about this. We have every ability to basically win the title here. And if we don't, we've absolutely bottled it. And I don't like the fact that they've got a free kick. And they nearly go 1-0 ahead. Oh, we need to be careful. We've had chances early on as well that we've not taken. We've not seen any highlights. It's actually the first highlight of the game that... I'm saying that as if you don't know. Of course you do. We need to be so careful. That is... I mean, honestly, that's a bit of a pathetic highlight, really, to be honest with you. I'm going to point the finger. We're not happy. I'm going to individually have a chat with you. Get out there and do it. Get out there and do it. We've motivated those boys. I'm going to tell you you're not playing very well. And we're going to... Oh, I don't know. What else can we do? Because that was literally a terrible first half. We didn't really do a lot at all. That is starting to reset itself, and I don't really understand why. Cambiasso's coming off. Fontan is coming on. That is change number 1. We're leaving Esposito on. We know what he is capable of. I think we might leave it at that for now. But do we change anything in the team? Do we do anything to try and spice things up? Do we go attacking? I mean, we're away from home. Is it kind of crazy to consider going for attacking? What I am going to do is push the lines up. That sometimes works for us. We need to do something, because as it stands, we are not going to get the win. I don't know, actually. Was a draw? 11, 10, 9, 8. No, a draw wouldn't be any good for us. Again, it will depend on what AC Milan do. We need a win to confirm things. And we can get a win. We are more than good enough. Fontan now with the throw. Gets it to Johannesson. Johannesson back to Fontan. It's not the best pass, but he gets it into Karabek. And is it going to be Karabek? No. Back to Fontan. Castrovilli. Who's going to be the hero? Monchu into Karabek. Gets it to Fontan. Fontan looking for options. Johannesson's cut on the inside here at the moment. Esposito's in. Is he going to be Esposito? Luis Jr. with the save. But it is offside. And it's a great opportunity, but my word, it doesn't do enough. And as it stands, it is still 0-0. And the ball is in AC Milan's court, and that is not good. We're demanding more, we're going attacking, and I'm considering more changes, to be honest with you, because it's not going very well so far. Monchu is not having a good game. I don't really want to take him off. I want him to lift the trophy, so we're going to keep him on for the time being. We need to do something now, and I don't quite know what it is. Johannesson's not having a great game, so I'll tell you what, we're going to bring Jose Maria on, because he's just got that little bit of magic in him, and I'm actually tempted to bring on Felipe Coutinho as well, because again, just for that magic, and we're actually going to have him be an advanced playmaker, not on attack necessarily, we'll have him on support, but getting a little bit further forward, I think, and worst case, we'll push the fullbacks forward as well, but we're just going to go for it. Let's just do it. Let's just see what happens. Come on, lads. We're attacking. We're pushing forward. Let's do this. Come on. All we need is one chance. All we need is one chance. Are we going to get that chance? We are struggling to get that chance, and it is incredibly frustrating. Right. I am desperate to get the win in this game. I don't know why I've got it in my head that we need to do it in this game, but we absolutely do as far as I'm concerned. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go a little bit nuts. But sometimes it is worth getting a little bit nuts. We're going very attacking here. I understand that's probably not the wisest thing to do, but I kind of want to go for it. Let's do it. Last few minutes. Let's see what we can do. Right, they have a throw in. Mancini gets it forward. Monchu's there. Is it going to be Monchu? Monchu's pass is a poor one, though. It's a very poor one. But Fontan gets the ball back to Karabek. Felipe Coutinho now. Is he going to have a bit of magic to try and get us the win that gets us the title? Coutinho. Fontan whips it in. And Luis Jr. just holds on to the ball. We are most of the way into the added time. We are in to... Well, we're in the second minute. We're nearly into the third minute. And Torgan Hazard is now on the ball. And we might actually be stuffing this up here by going so attacking. But if we can just steal the ball off of them and run up the other end and get a goal. Oh, could you imagine? And Dragowski makes the save. We're going to just fire the boys up. We're going very attacking. I don't know whether we've got enough time to do this. Karabek clears it. Rooney Bargi. Oh, could you imagine? Oh, if Rooney had turned a little bit earlier, there was a ball. There was a ball. If he'd have turned just a smidge earlier. What a ball that would have been, and he would have had players open. But as it stands, it's Mancini whipping it in. It's into the middle. It's not into the middle. That's got to be time, surely. The referee blows for it, and it is a draw against Roma. Not many highlights in that game. We were not good enough in that game. And I'm not very happy about it. And I'm actually going to have a go at Esposito because he's bottled it there a little bit. And as it stands, we're 11 points clear. But if AC Milan win their game, it could be down to 8 points, and we've got them next. It's tight. It's tight. We've slammed the team because really, we should have been expecting to win that game. Well, now we wait. We simply wait. I'm going to do the press conference, and then we'll accelerate forward together, and then we'll see what happens in the game between Juventus and AC Milan. Let me do the press conference. I'll be back in a moment. Okay, nothing overly controversial in that press conference. Let's accelerate forward. Let's see what happens. Remember, it's Juventus versus AC Milan. Wait. Juventus won 2-0. Well, I regret playing this at 1 o'clock in the morning because I can't be too loud. Confirmation that we have won Serie A. I mean, there's no massive thing. It just says Parma do the double. But if we go to the table, it's got the little C. We've actually gone and done it. A woeful performance against Roma does not matter because it is AC Milan who have bottled it. And with 3 matches to go, we are champions. And look at the amount of people who are happy. I mean, we promised all of these guys that we would win it at some point. And apparently, we're a club legend now. Are we actually a club legend? Are we on the legends list? We're not on the legends list. Come on, we've got to be on the legends list, surely. We've got to be on the legends list. What is this nonsense? Fuming. Absolutely fuming. Wow. What a team of heroes. What an absolute team of heroes. None of the other games matter now. It is literally just seeing the season out. I have to admit, after the disappointment of last season, and looking at the team afterwards, I thought to myself, we're not going to do it. Because the way we played last season was ridiculous. We're not going to top that, and somehow we have. I mean, look at this team. The only superstar I'd say we've got is Thiat. Bargi has the potential to be an absolute superstar. Karabek does as well. Mukiele is a decent enough player. Seb Esposito is a good enough player. Johannesson has got the potential. But we don't have a superstar really in our team, other than maybe Thiat. But it doesn't matter. We've still done it anyway. And look, we've got the Vultures coming in. United, Tottenham, Real Madrid all looking at Thiat now as well. I think we would lose him in the summer if we carried on. Right, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to carry on to the next game. Instead of just showing you one game, just to see the season out, what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you the next game. I'm assuming we'll get a trophy presentation, so we'll play the game, we'll come back at the end of it. If there's anything absolutely spectacular, I'll hit record. But other than that, I'll just show you the end of the game, and hopefully I'll show you the trophy presentation. We're Serie A champions. That'll do. Okay, I bailed out of the late night recording because I was fed up of not being able to be loud. But, yeah, we won the league! I can shout now. We haven't had the trophy celebration yet because we are just before the AC Milan game. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the AC Milan game. I'm not going to show it you on camera because there's no point because we've already won it. But I'm going to bring you back for the last few minutes. You'll see what the result is, obviously. You'll see the last moments of the game. And then, hopefully, I believe we'll have the trophy celebration, which, not going to lie, I'm kind of looking forward to because it's at the San Siro. Not that we're going to be rubbing that in or anything. So, give me a moment. I'm going to play this game. Hopefully, we come away with 3 points. But let's face it, at the moment, if we don't, it doesn't matter because we have got a title party to get ready for. Yay! I'll be honest with you guys, I nearly forgot to come back because I've been so into this game. It's been a very dramatic one. It's been a bit testing, but I've just remembered to come back just before we get to the end of the game. We're in just into the 92nd minute. We've got 4 minutes of added time, so we've got a good chunk of that still to go. But this is the state of play. It's been a heck of a game, I'll tell you that. Esposito put us in the lead with a Rooney Bargi assist, but then Lovato equalised for them. They then got a red card, but struck next. Danny got a goal to put them 2-1 ahead. And not that long ago, Gattiano Castrovilli did put us back level. So we are into injury time. We have got this corner. And as this corner was getting ready, I was just like, oh, I need to hit record. So let's see out the game together, shall we? So Monchi with the corner. Are we going to get a late winner? I'd love to. Well, if we are, it's not going to be there. Right, Mihaila gets to Monchi, whipping it in. You're looking for Don Vito, but Rooney Bargi's the man on the end of it. Does not get it into the goal. The highlight ends. I've got a feeling that is going to be it. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we may or may not be the best team in Italy. But we are Serie A winners for the first time in this great club's history. And I could not be happier. And you know what that means. It's trophy o'clock. There I am on the side, not really doing anything. I don't know who the grey guy is who handed the trophy off to Monchu. But Serie A champions for the first time in history. Parma do it. Parma become the best team in Italy. Whether we are or not is irrelevant. And there's a cartwheel from number 14. I'm not going to lie, I can't remember who 14 is. I give them the squad numbers. Doesn't mean I'm going to remember them. But we do win Serie A officially at the San Siro, at the ground of the team who were second and who we've taken the title off of. But who cares? We are champions. That is the most important thing. You missed a great game for the neutral. I mean, it really was. I mean, AC Milan are such a good team, but just could not do anything. And there's confirmation. We're still 11 points ahead. Only the 2 games left to go. And we've done it. We've done it in the final season. Remember, the task was to return Parma to their former glory and maybe just go that one step further. We absolutely have gone that one step further. We are the champions officially now. We have the trophy. The trophy is coming home with us. Happy, happy days indeed. 2 more games left to go. The game against Juventus and the game against Sassuolo. I'll do the same as I've done here. Probably, hopefully, remembering I've got to do it a bit earlier this time. We'll come back for the last few minutes of the Juventus game and then the last few minutes of the Sassuolo game. We don't need to show you all of those games, but we'll show you the last couple of bits of it. If there's any worldies or anything like that, I might come back for those, but we're going to do that. So, stick with me. I'll come back just before the Juventus game. You can see what the result of that is, and then we'll move on to Sassuolo after that. I'm very happy. What can I say? I am delighted. Well, I didn't end up bringing you back for this one because, as you can see, we were completely and utterly trounced by Juventus, despite having the majority of the shots, although I think most of our shots came in the second half. We were woeful in the first half. We actually made the substitution to the goalkeeper because Dragowski was awful. This is one of those where I think because we've achieved as far as we can this season, nothing else is going to happen. I think a lot of the players have just ended up switching off, which is incredibly frustrating. I'm a little bit annoyed about it. I hope we don't do it for the final game of the season, but yeah, I mean, it's one of them. It doesn't matter in the end, but it's a bit disappointing that we capitulated so badly in that first half. We just couldn't handle Juventus whatsoever, which when you look at their team, I mean, they've got some fantastic players in that squad. It's understandable why we get battered by them, but it's the fact that we haven't been battered by them in the save as much. We've actually been doing very well against them, so I'm furious. I'm letting them know I'm furious in every single aspect. We just weren't good enough, so hopefully I'm going to come back during the Sassuolo game and we won't be quite that bad, because that was pretty bad, if I'm being honest with you. Although it is worth pointing out, Sassuolo are in a relegation dogfight, so I don't know if they're officially relegated. If they are officially relegated, then I would suggest we have a bit of a fight on our hands. They're not, so yeah, because they've not officially relegated, they're still fighting for that. So let's see. Let's see whether we can batter them or not. We've got a couple of injuries as well, along with a few other injuries too. So this last game of the season is going to be a bit of a challenge. But you know what? We've won the league. I don't really care. Well, I nearly forgot again, I'll be honest with you. I should just show you the whole game, really. This has been a bit of a weird one. It's been up and down, but we are ahead. It is 3-1 in the final moments. We've literally got just over a minute of in-game time left to go. Mukiele scored early on. Tino, annoyingly, got an equaliser, but then in the second half, we've turned on the style. Jose Maria and Kasper Dolberg with the goals. Maria has definitely been the player who's turned things around for us today. We had a few poor performances from boys who came off. I don't think... Oh, yeah, we can see the ratings here. Cambiaso didn't do well. Don Vito didn't do well. Johannesson started badly, did recover, but we took him off because he was a little bit tired. But yeah, we'll just see out the final few moments, see whether we can get anything. I don't think we are. I think that is going to be the game. It is the game. We're going to go around the ground and give an applause to the fans and everything, so thank you all. But yeah, we win the final game of the season. That will do. The one thing I want to find out is, did Sebastiano Esposito get the golden boot? I really hope he did. I can't remember who Immobile plays for. I think it's Lazio. AC Milan losing on the final day, by the way, so they would have absolutely bottled things. I do believe it's Lazio. I didn't see his name against Lazio. Yeah, Esposito is going to be the golden boot winner. It might even be the player of the season as well. But there is your final table after that result against Sassuolo, which does relegate Sassuolo, by the way. Apologies to any Sassuolo fans there out there in the universe. But we do win the league. It's by 11 points. We've got a cracking goal difference, plus 74. I do believe we've scored over 100 goals. 103 goals we have scored. We definitely didn't have the best defence. We were actually the third best defence, I think, looking at that. Better than AC Milan, but Juventus and Inter It's funny, it's those two teams, both with a better defence than we did. So if we were going to be looking forward into future seasons, we know where we would be improving. But that's it. That's the save done, pretty much. We are doing one more episode. That one more episode is going to be a season review and roundup. So we're going to do the review of this season. We're going to look at the squad in detail. We're going to look at the players who helped us get here. We're going to review the save as a whole. And then we're going to talk about what's coming next. Obviously, you guys already know it is going to be either Inter Milan or Juventus in a one-season save that is a what if we left at the beginning of this season. Still haven't decided who I'm going to pick yet. And then I have got some ideas. We will talk about those either in the next episode or in a separate video. But yeah, I'm pretty excited with what's to come. I've got some ideas. I just don't know what I'm going to go with. Also, by the way, we gave 17-year-old Federico Improta a debut. He was at one point a 5-star player. No longer a 5-star player, but we gave him a debut anyway, and he didn't embarrass himself in the slightest. A 6.8 for those few minutes. He did pretty well. He did pretty well indeed. But yeah, that's it. That is it. I don't know if I expected us to win Serie A within 5 seasons, but within 5 seasons we have done, and I am pretty proud of the boys. I think the team that we built and put together is definitely a strong team. I don't know whether it is a team that I would have expected to get us there within 5 seasons, but we have got some absolute wilders in here, so we'll go over some of those in the next episode. But until then, thank you for watching. If you have enjoyed, please leave a like on the video and subscribe to the channel if you've enjoyed this episode and this save, so you don't miss any more of the future content that is to come. I've been Stubo. You guys have been awesome as always, and I will see you in the next video. Cheers.